best marketing strategy for wholesale and real estate 2024. That's what we're going to deal with today. We're going to talk about what's the best marketing strategy. And if you're just getting started, what's going to be the best one for you right now? We're going to talk about what's working for me, what's my best marketing strategy is actually get me deals like right now, like today. And we're going to knock out your questions about marketing strategies that you tried and questions about what you think is the best marketing strategy in 2024. So those are the things we're going to tackle today, man. If you're interested in that, stay right here. If you haven't already, hit the like button, show some love. I appreciate y'all. It means a lot when y'all come through showing love, man. And we're gonna jump right into it, man. When you come in, let me know where you're from. Let me know what you got going on, man. We're gonna let me see. We got people coming on up in here, man. Let me know where you're from, what you got going on. Zay checking in on IG, man. Shout out to my people that's checking in on IG. We got a lot of people coming through. But man, marketing. So there's two different things, and I kind of categorize this one. Hopefully, we can get my guy Cordero on here, man. Really break it down, help break it down for y'all. But there's marketing where you're reaching out to people, trying to get them to see if they're interested in selling, which is really prospecting. And then there's marketing where you like putting stuff out, like billboards or like bandit signs or like pay per click and stuff like that, where you're putting stuff out there and people are calling you, they're reaching out to you saying, "Hey, look, I need to sell a property." You know what I'm saying? So most times you would assume that if somebody's reaching out to you, that it's an easier lead, it's a better lead, those people are more motivated, da 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 da. That is true, but does it mean that's the best way to do it? Doesn't always necessarily mean that that's the best way to go about doing that. And it doesn't mean it's going to be the best solution for you necessarily. So that's why I wanted to come on here and talk about, okay, what's the best strategy? Okay, what's the best strategy for you, right? Right now, what you're doing, what you got going on, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been doing this for a while, and you're trying to, figure out which direction you should go. Just wanted to talk through, and a lot of it I'm figuring out as I go too. So, just wanted to talk about like, okay, what's the best strategy, and what direction you should go from here. So, um, what first thing I'm gonna tackle is what I'm doing that's working, right? What I'm doing that's working right now. What I'm doing working right now that's got me my last deal was cold calling, right? Cold calling got me the last deal that I done. Um, and I think cold calling is probably the best way to get started right now if you're a beginner. One, you get to get on the phone with sellers and talk to people. That's huge, right? Getting on the phone and just really just talking to people. That's huge. Cold calling also makes it where you're getting the experience of dealing with property owners and seeing what's important to them, the things that they need, how you can service them, and just getting more comfortable overall with just talking to people who own property. So I think that is huge. Like you got to be willing to get on the phone with people or have conversations with people. Like if you ain't willing to have conversations with people, you're gonna really struggle with this wholesale real estate thing, man. You got to be willing to talk to people. You got to be willing to have conversations with people about property. So that's why I think cold calling is best. If I'm cold calling, I'm using batch leads. Batch leads going to be the best dollar that I've seen out here, man. Is batch leads. So um, batch would be the one that I would use. That's what I'm using right now. I think it's very user friendly. We actually did a video on a live a little while back that went through and showed you exactly how to set up your batch dollar to where you can get the best connection rates. Um, and that way, when the key is when you're cold calling is to make sure you're actually getting in contact with the people, right? And there's some factors that are big when it comes to, okay, are we really reaching people, right? And sometimes it's more important that you're reaching people than that you're reaching the right people. And I got a story for y'all about that a little bit later. We're going to talk about doesn't it's more important that you reach somebody. It's more important that you talk to somebody than necessarily getting the right person. But in order to make sure you're talking to people, you need phone numbers. You need as many phone numbers as you can get. I think it's like uh, for each phone number, you can call 150 people every 24 hours. So, like, say if you calling for 4 hours, you're probably gonna call like maybe 800 people, maybe. And so you need enough phone numbers to cover that, and you need more, right? The more phone numbers you have, the better connection rate you're probably going to end up getting, right? Pretty sure there's a threshold, but because you're not reusing the same phone numbers. If you reuse the same phone numbers, you're getting marked spam over and over and over and over again. That's going to mess up your ability to connect with people. So you want to get a lot of different phone numbers. That's huge, right? You don't want to turn up your dollar where you're calling 10 people at one time. Probably want to stick somewhere between 3 and 5, but you probably want to stay closer to 3. That's why I like the multi-line dollar on um, batch, where you're calling 3 people at a time. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, man, that like those are the key factors, right? Sometimes I overlooked that when I was first getting started. And a lot of my numbers was getting spam. I didn't know what I was doing. Da, 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 da. So on IG, we got people hit me up, man. Yo, this Travoy, I'm back. What's up, Travoy, man? What's up? The great one. Remind you of the Rock. I remember Dwayne Johnson. Got a cousin, man. He used to call himself the great one. Dwayne Johnson used to call himself that old school WWF or WWE, whatever it is. So have you used True People Search or Fans People Search? I have. That was way back when I wasn't doing no deals. That's when I was struggling to get started. I was using True People Search, Fans People Search. I was wasting my time. Dude, I was wasting my time on True People and Fast People Search, man. And going through that and not getting in contact with people made me realize that, man, I need, what if I'm wrong? What if trying to do this the freeway isn't going to work? Right? It's like, what if I do need to pay to get the correct phone numbers? And that's what I did. I went from True Blue Search, Fans Research to paying to get the correct phone numbers. And when I did that and I start hitting people up, boom, I start finding the right people. Start finding the right people, boom, got a deal. Boom, got another deal. Boom, $36,000 in the bank. Right? So, like, that's a big thing, man. Just, that's a big thing. You got to reach the right people. You got to get the correct phone numbers. If you don't get the correct phone numbers, you in trouble, right? If you don't get the correct phone numbers, you are in trouble. And how do you get the right phone numbers? Most of the time, to make sure you're getting the right phone numbers, you're gonna need to pay to get the right phone numbers. So somebody says, "What's the best skip trace when you're doing pre-foreclosures?" I would say the best skip tracing I've seen that I've used is Lead Sherpa. Lead Sherpa is going to give you, like, you're going to get the correct numbers, right? I don't know of any skip tracing out there that's just a lot better than Lead Sherpa. Lead Sherpa has been solid for me. I've been using them. I've done deals. I continue to do deals. I've continued to reach the correct people, right? I've continued over and over again to reach the correct people by using Lead Sherpa. That's why I say it just works, man. It just works. So Jaden says, class in session. Sorry, I'm late. Yeah, man, class in session. Are you still using launch control? Man, I'm still trying to use launch control, man. Trying to pause my account so that I can keep texting people. I just paused it because I really want to focus on cold call and get that going. And the fact that launch control been tripping, making you use their templates to try to message people, which has really slowed down your ability to text. So just in general, people's ability to text have slowed down because of what's going on with launch control. So that's been crazy. But I wanted to pause it to see what happens with launch control. But I also wanted to focus in on my cold calling to try to really get that going. But yeah, I paused launch control, but still using it just to go back and text. Like I still want to use launch control to go back and text people that I've texted in the past. Like if you pause it, you can still go back and follow up. Like I got so many people to follow up on. It's crazy. So texting seem way harder now than dialing. Yeah. They just putting a lot of barriers to texting, but a lot of times barriers are good, right? That means it's harder for other people to get past the barriers. And if you can get past it, then it may be a rainbow on the other end. So, but yeah, man. So I've really been focusing on cold calling as far as like paid marketing. Really been focused on that and um, over texting, right? But I'm still pausing my texting account, following up texting people. So you have to try to keep doing everything you can do to try to reach property owners. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on with Launch Show? I just signed up with them this month. Woo! Well, I mean, and things change from month to month, from day to day, a lot of times right now. But like what's happening is that these carriers being a lot more strict on people like launch control, what they can send to people, the messaging that they can send to people. Um, so it's been harder to get messages delivered to people, right? You used to be able to just text people and they get delivered to the people. No, they trying to block people. They trying to stop you from texting people. These are the carriers. So it's been hard on launch control to give you the same delivery rate that they used to give you. So you're getting way less responses than what you used to get when you text people. But not to say it don't work, because my guy Ty just closed a deal through texting, right? So on launch control. So it still works. It's just a lot slower. It's a lot slower. So that's the problem with that. So REI reply did the same thing. Yeah, it's all of them, because it's really like the big time carriers, Verizon, AT&T, all those people. It's the ones that's putting the restrictions on people, man. So yeah, no doubt, man. Yep. That's a good question though. But so cold calling is the thing that I would say that I've focused on right now, and it's one of the best marketing strategies 2024. If you can master it, if you can crank it up, like that's one of the best, right? And I would say one of the marketing strategies going to hurt, that's hurting in 2024, and it might get better, is texting, right? Into 2023, texting took a nosedive, and I think the texting platforms like Launch Control, RI Reply, Smarter Contact, they'll try to get back to where they were. So you just have to keep your eye on it and see, okay, are they coming back? Are they not? Is it doing well? Is it not? How many people might contact? How many people are replying? How many people are making offers on, and stuff like that? Just keep up with your numbers. So how many leads should I be pulling daily to dial through the week as a beginner? So I would say you need to call about 4 hours out of the day, which is going to land you somewhere between 600-700 dials. I think so. If you just own there, just going through, right? The biggest thing is having quality conversations with property owners, right? Having quality conversations with property owners, uh, and you want to be having these conversations with property owners that which their property meet the criteria of your buyers, right? That's what you want to do. But so not only am I gonna do the dials, which should be around 500, you should around 500 or 700 a day dials that you want to get in. Then you may just say, hey, I'm gonna do that 5 times a week or 4 times a week. As many times as you can get it in. So sit there, do that, and then figure out, okay, out of those dials, what is my contact rate? Or how many people am I actually talking to on the phone? Like, how many people do I actually get a conversation out of? It doesn't matter if they not interested, da 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 da, da cuss you out, da. You need to know how many people am I talking to each day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, I'm only talking to 10 people a day. Something is wrong, right? You ain't got enough phone numbers. Your data messed up where you got wrong phone numbers or something, right? Something ain't right. So I would keep up with, okay, how many dials am I going through? How many phone numbers am I? Is a dollar going through? Then how many people am I actually talking to? You know what I'm saying? So you should talk to anywhere between like 10 to 12 people an hour. At least somebody picks up the phone. You know what I'm saying? 10 to 12 people an hour, somebody just picks up the phone. Probably should, right? You probably should be able to, get to that number. If you're not, then something's wrong. If you're talking to that many people, let's say if you're on that 4 hours, you talk to between 40 and 50 people, maybe you'll run into somebody that might be interested in selling. You should, right? Um, so I haven't pulled enough then because it's dialing quickly through 200 to 300 people. How many I was pulling? I mean, how quick are they going through the 200 to 300 people? You know what I'm saying? How quick are they going through 200 to 300 people? I would say, like I said, 500 to 700. I think is a good number if you're dialing like 4 hours a day, and that's counting if you actually talking to people, right? So you really need to be focused on how many people are you actually getting in conversation with. So somebody said, if you're wholesaling part-time home, many people should be calling. If you're wholesaling part-time at home, how many people should I be calling? That's what I was saying. You should try to dial 4 hours a day. You should try to dial 4 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 4 hours a day. Try to get your dials in, man. I would pull a list from prop screen, skip tracing with lead Sherpa, put them in the batch dialer, dial them up, dial them up, dial them up. That's what I would do. Dial them up, dial them up, dial them up. Like that would be my thing, right? That would be my thing. It's to dial them up, dial them up, dial them up. So, and I talk about cold calling. Cold calling is one of the oldest ways of really reaching out, and trying to get deals. But in this era of everybody being on the internet, one of the best ways is to do stuff like pay per click, right? It's the best way, pay per click or pay per lead. Pay per click is like, where you see those Google ads pop up. You get to click on it, something pop up like need to sell your house fast, click on it, boom. They take you to the website they have where you can fill out your information, da 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 da. That's pay per click. Pay per lead is like one of these sites like iSpeed to Lead or Lead Zolo, where you can go on their website and they already got people there, or they'll tell you, hey, look, we'll send you the lead. We'll send you the person that's interested in selling, and you can pay me for one lead or two leads or 10 leads or 50 leads, and we'll send them all to you. So, and they do all the work for you. They just send you the people that's interested in selling. Like that's the pay per lead. And a lot of people are hitting that using Lead Solo or iSpeed to Lead. Those are probably the biggest two heavy hitters in the pay per lead, part. So, like that's a good option. I've heard people doing deals that way, because they basically using online ads to get you the leads, right? And then pay per click, obviously, if you're like a Google ads and stuff like that. The only thing about that is most times you have to spend a lot of money because you're trying to rank. Those were the big boys at spending a lot of money trying to get their websites to rank at a certain area, da 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 da, so that they can get people, get leads coming in. It may cost anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 a deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but if you're making 30, 20, 30, 40K on a deal, then you should be good to go. You know what I'm saying? So Jaden said most of my contacts have been voicemails. They pick up the phone and there's no answer or say no altogether, wrong number, etc. That's why my rate hasn't been up because it dials through at about 2.5 hours. Oh shoot, yeah, you may have to check your list, man. You may need to get your leads from prop screens, skip trace them on lead Sherpa, throw them into that dollar. So you probably need to check your list. So new to wholesaling, what's up? Lopez investor, what's up? Anyone in Texas willing to work together, man? Man, Texas. I just we did a deal out of Fort Worth, Texas, like a couple months ago. It was real good, man. Texas is hot. Fort Worth, Texas is hot. Houston, Texas is hot. Austin, Texas is hot. I heard people talking about San Antonio, Texas is hot. So Texas is a good spot, man. If you're new to wholesaling, I would advise you to read a book called "If You Can't Wholesale After This, I Got Nothing for You." That's a good place to start. Flip Man is a good resource for people that's interested in learning, how they can get started. So those are two good resources. Yes, sir, it is. Yeah. Texas hot, man. But yeah, those are good resources if you're looking to get started. And man, one of my favorite ways to get deals, and I just got a good hot lead from this, is just talking to the people that you know. I had a good conversation with Cordero just yesterday, talking about, you know, teach people, like, talk to the people that you know and tell them what you're looking for, right? Or tell them what you're doing. It doesn't matter what business you're doing. Like, tell them what you're trying to do. That's the best way to create leads, right? And dude, I've done a lot of deals. I'm just telling people what I do, just telling people around me what I'm looking for, you know. And I tell people around me all the time, like, dude, hey, if you're talking to somebody, you need to, mention a property, right? I just closed a deal not too long ago, where my mama and my nephew found this property, right? My mama just found me another property today. She brought me a lead today. My mama did. I told my mama, like, hey, mom, you talking to people, make sure you bring up property. Make sure you bring up real estate. My mama actually called somebody and got the wrong number and ended up talking to that person on the wrong number. And next thing you know, that person talking about selling their house. Boom, here we go. Shout out to mama, man. Shout out to mama. Mama bringing me some deals, man. Hey, I'm telling you, all you gotta do, tell people what you looking for. Period. This is a dude. It's a lot of y'all out there that love to talk, man. Caritha, a big dog. Happy New Year, Caritha, man. Caritha is big dog, man. I'm telling you right now. She hit me up like when I was just getting started. And I was like, dude, this she on another level, dude. Like, she don't even play around, man. I gotta hit you up, Caritha, man, for real. I gotta figure out what you're doing. I know me and you was talking last time. You was telling me about a couple of different things you was looking into. I gotta figure out what you end up doing with that. But yeah, shout out to Mama, man. Mama out here finding me some leads, right? Yeah, I got a meeting tomorrow with them to try to see what we can do to try to get this deal worked out, man. But dude, tell your family what you're trying to do, right? And the way I approach it is I find investors in the area, right? Let's say, okay, if I'm trying to wholesale in Dallas, Texas, right? I'm gonna find some investors in Dallas, Texas, right? I mean, you can use Prop Stream, go on Prop Stream, 7-day free trial, go look up cash buyers in Texas, right? Like I said, if it's a big company, you can copy the address, put it in Google, find the big companies. If it's a smaller buyer, either go skip trace the buyers and get their phone numbers, or look them up through the state secretary of state website if they got a business. Because the individual just go and skip trace them on Lean Sure, right? It costs like 15 cents to per person you're gonna try to look up. But anyways, man, so find a buyer in Dallas, find buyers in Dallas, Texas. And then once you find the buyers, figure out what they're looking for, what they're trying to buy, what areas they like. And then it's like, people in the area, letting them know, hey, look, man, if you see anything, right? You see anything or hear about anybody selling their property, or you hear about anybody moving, if you hear about anybody getting a divorce, if you hear about anybody passing away, it's like hey, make sure you bring up property to them. Like, make sure you bring up, hey, they got property. I know this guy that's looking to buy some property in this area. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you need to do, man. Put that bug in your family ear, your friend, your homeboys, your homegirl. All those people need to know that you work with a group of investors, because you went and found the investors first. You work with a group of investors that's buying property in the area. If they see or hear of anybody trying to sell, let them know, I know a guy that can help you get this property sold, right? So I know a guy who's working with investors that's buying property in this area. So bam, here we go. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, that right there has got me a ton of deals. That right there has got me a lot of deals, man. I did speak to someone's sister today about a beat up vacant house in Florida. I sent a text, called, left voicemails, hoping it goes well. Yeah, man. Text, call, no, call, text them, let them know who you are, why you calling, call them back again. That's what I do. Call, text, call. If you ain't calling twice, you ain't call them at all. Cass says, Mama is bird dog and it's time to put her on the payroll. I bet she ain't. She over there saying, yeah, he right. So Shaw said, when did you know it was time to quit your job? So I wholesale real estate. Man, I knew it was time to quit my job, man, when it was like, I was just sitting there and it was like, when I realized, like, man, this paycheck this job giving me, I can't even feel it. You know what I'm saying? I can't even feel it. Like, I don't even know when it's coming. It doesn't even matter when it's coming, because it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? When your pay at your job get to the point where it doesn't even matter, it doesn't matter if they paid you or not. You feel like you're doing charity work. Then that's when I knew, like, it's really time to go. I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't a bad thing, because sometimes I even think, like, dude, when I was at my job, my routine, my schedule was better, because, like, I knew where I was going. I was going to an office, right? It's like, it just helped me with my routine, though, because I was so used to it. It helped me with my routine. When I stopped working, like, you got to create a new routine. You got to figure it all out again. And that, like, thing for me, man, having to go back and figure that part out, like, that was huge for me, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm still trying to figure it out now. I still think sometimes, like, dude, call people at the school, hey, I just need an office. You know what I'm saying? I just need an office, man. I do a little something here, a little something there, man. Just give me an office where I can go sit down. You know what I'm saying? Show up to a building, sit down, get in a routine of what I'm doing. They got a gym at the school, so I would go there early, work out in the gym, go to my office, do this, that. Like, it was just like they had what I needed there. And I was in the office getting it done. That all this other stuff, I didn't like to say no distractions, but I knew what to do. Like, I didn't have to learn nothing new. I wasn't dealing with anything. You know what I'm saying? Not for real. So, but yeah, man. When I knew it was time, when it was like, I don't even feel the money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So Lopez says, what are good leads to go for? I would say good leads, like I was saying, people, if somebody passed away, somebody's getting a divorce, so probate leads, divorce leads, pre foreclosure leads, code violation leads, those are good leads to go for. Me and Cordero having this conversation, he brought up a good point. Like, man, you gotta go after people who really need to sell their property. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always went up just absentee owners, just in general, but getting specific with your list is going to be something that's very important, like moving forward, because money ain't the motivation anymore. Because you're not able to pay way more. Like people are not offering way more than what somebody expect these days. People are offering way less than somebody expect these days, but they need that motivation. Something has to be pushing them out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So Jason said, I think your sound went out. Maybe it's just me. Oh shoot, my sound went out. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, then Jaden, your sound messed up. But let's see my people on IG talking about my people on IG checking in what's going on. But yeah, man. Let's see. Jaden said, I get paid $20 an hour, but after peak season in December, they're giving us 3 hour days and 4 hour days. Like, what the? Yeah, it's like 3 hour, 4 hour days. What is really going on, dude? I can hear you. Appreciate that, Shaw, man, for confirming. I guess, Jaden, man, you got to check your sounds, man. You got to check your sounds. Yeah, man, I don't know where you're working. If you work 3-4 hours now, you know that's pretty tough right there. So what's going on? What keeps you going? Seeing no money at first. What kept me going? Seeing no money at first, man, is I was in a basement. You know, well, I had one kid, and then my wife was pregnant with another kid, and then had a kid, and then man, my stupid people at my job talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you got to do this, that, or you might be the first one let go. And then it's like, man, you ain't finna sit here and threaten me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna sit here and threaten me. But then, like, I never thought about not making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done work and not, like, even when I was like working as a waiter, like I would wait tables and I never expected the tip. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just doing my job. You know, it's like, and I think I learned that from football, basketball, track, high school. It's like you do your job. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't get the immediate benefit. You know what I'm saying? When you out there running in the summer, you don't get the immediate benefit. When you're doing the suicides in the gym, you don't get the immediate benefit, right? You do what you are supposed to do, and you do it and you do it and you keep doing it and you keep doing it and you keep doing it, and then it pays off. When you in the gym lifting the weights, like you used to be in the gym lifting weights for football, it's like you don't get it. You don't go in there and start, lift. I'm in that pump, boom, boom, boom. You don't get the pump, 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 and the next thing you know, you know what I'm saying? It just didn't happen like that. Now I have been in the gym, man. In high school, we had coach came in from Florida, man. That dude had us doing some lifts. I was like, my jump popping out immediately. This dude would have our jump so, man, he would have our jump so pumped. I'm like, man, this dude got you pumped immediately. But yeah, man, I think that kind of mindset, I never even thought about it. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people struggle with that. It's like, when I'm gonna make. It's like, dude, I never even thought about that. You know what I'm saying? There was more so it's like, hey, I'm just gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going. And yeah, man, once you decide that you're gonna go and you're not gonna stop, right? Like that's the important part. So, but yeah, man, I think I learned that through sports and through high school, dealing with people, right? Good people in my life. My daddy, he went to work every day. You know what I'm saying? He just showed up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you just show up, man. It's like I'm pretty sure he wasn't just immediately getting gratification. I mean, he had 9 kids. He had 9 kids to take care of. He was worried about taking care of 9 kids. He just showed up every day. Every day. It's like, dude, I don't remember that day. It was like, oh man, I don't feel like going. I've never heard him say he don't feel like going to work. It's like I've never heard it. I never heard it in my entire life. I never heard my daddy say, "Man, I don't feel like going to work." Never heard it. He just went up, woke up, and went. Dude, the model of consistency. It's like, dude, that I think that was like number one thing. I didn't get all this. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people talk about, handing their kid, building wealth, giving the kid property, this and that and the third. Dude, I didn't have none of that. The only thing I had was a perfect model of consistency. Just like perfect model of consistency. Joker woke up, went to work every day, never complained. It's like, dude, it's like, what else you want to see, man? It's like, and that's it's like, you know, goodness. I mean, just being able to see that was huge for me. You know what I'm saying? Being able to see that was huge. So Sean said, I can't find Cordero page on IG. Cordero page on IG is Cordero Martin 615. Unless Cordero then got off IG, man. Cordero, he ain't big time social media, so he been hopped off IG on us. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all on IG. Let me know y'all can hear me. Been doing absentee owners, thinking about adding pre-foreclosures or probates to my list. Probates is a good one. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to navigate it. Pre-foreclosure is probably a better one, but a lot of people target pre-foreclosures, but you can still do it. It's still great. Evictions is another good one that a lot of people might not target as much. Even targeting people who like putting their stuff up for rent. You know what I'm saying? You go to these little rinky dink for rents. They'd be like not on Zillow, but you on like a side rent site. Those people might be interested in selling for real. So Lopez says just pulled a list of probate, absentee, and free and clear. It's a good list, dude. It's a good list. So her probate properties are hard to wholesale. What's your thoughts about it? I've wholesaled a couple of probate properties. One of the last ones I did was probate, but it took a minute, and man, it was crazy, but it was worth it. But yeah, man, probates is good. You know what I'm saying? It's just you got to navigate through it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't clear. It ain't as clean as the other ones. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to figure out, okay, the person who passed away, who are the heirs? You know what I'm saying? Like I had a situation where it was a sister and a brother, but it was somebody else out there that they didn't know about. You know what I'm saying? It was like, they knew about them, but they was like, oh, try to sweep them under the rug. You can't sweep them under the rug. You know what I'm saying? If it's an heir, it's an heir. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go find that person. So that's a big thing. So I work at UPS. Oh man, this was up. Everybody talking big about the benefits, but they limit us to 40 hours a week during the peak season, and now it's really dying out. Dang, already, dude. It was just peak season. It was just crippled 2 weeks ago, and now it's dead. Good Lord. That's crazy, man. Okay. Can says, if you get into wholesaling, just chase a check, you'll never last long. Help solve problems with people will turn into a check. Yeah, no doubt, man. Like you just gotta go out here and solve problems for people. Like that's what you gotta do. Being a service provider, going out servicing people is the biggest thing. Like that's how you really get a check. You know what I'm saying? You go out here and service people, help people with their problems. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the tips, man. Yeah, no doubt, dude. Keep coming through. I keep bringing it, man. But shoot, man, been on here almost 40 minutes, dude. Been on here 40 minutes. Make sure you like the video. My people on TikTok, hit the like button as many times as you can. My people on YouTube, man, y'all already know what to do, man. Show love. I appreciate y'all, man. It means a lot to me. Appreciate y'all coming through for show. My people on IG always showing love. Appreciate y'all. But man, been on here for 40 minutes, man. Y'all comment below if you watch this on the replay. Let me know what you want to see, what you want to see me do, what kind of videos you want to see. Like I say, I'm dropping some basic videos on TikTok. Started yesterday, dropping some basic videos, man. Just trying to teach people the basics of wholesaling because a lot of people, just trying to get started or really just need to learn the basics from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? To really help them get a better grasp of wholesaling so that they can move forward and do deals. So do a live call real quick. Shoot, I ain't got really nobody to call. Do you close? Did you close over the holiday? Nope, didn't close over the holiday. I closed like 1 or 2 days. Man, I actually can't call somebody over the phone on my phone. I don't know if they'll pick up, but shoot, we can see. That's the thing, man. When you calling people, it ain't like they just gonna pick up the phone. You gotta call a lot of people to get them to pick up the phone. Well, let's see. See if they pick up.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
Yeah, that was somebody I meant I was meaning to follow up with. But yeah, man, I did a live. I think before Christmas, like a week before Christmas, I was doing live cold calling. Maybe I'll do that. That's what I could do. Maybe I'll do live cold calling. Maybe tomorrow or Monday, do live cold calling. Well, do cold calling live right here. So, um, what's your biggest deal 2023? Must have been a flip that I did. I did a flip in Albany. Was that the biggest deal? I did a flip in Albany. Nah, man, was that the biggest deal? No. I did a 65K deal. That was a flip in I didn't like Rockmart. Yeah, I did a 65K flip in Rockmart. It was a pre-foreclosure. This guy, it was a pre-foreclosure. He ended up moving to Florida. And I had been following up this guy for a while, man. Ended up getting him down to a certain number. I was trying to flip. I was worried about the flip. It ended up being like 65K flip. It was crazy. Uh, we got in and out of there fast and then got a cash offer, full asking price, quick, boom, 65K. It was crazy, man. But it was a flip, you know. My VA actually locked that deal up. My VA talked to the seller, locked the deal up, and man, we ended up flipping that, made 65K on that deal. It was crazy. So, uh, yeah, no doubt, man. Yeah, it was a big one, man. That's the biggest flip that I've done. I think so. Um, that was the biggest flip that I've done. Yeah, period. So there was another flip that was kind of close to that, but I think that one was bigger. But anyways, yeah, that was the biggest flip that I've done. But man, appreciate y'all coming through. I'm finna get out of here, man. Y'all like the video. Smash the like button on this video. Go to IG, watch all my videos, and like all those videos too. For your boy, I'm sitting here giving you value, man. So appreciate y'all showing love. Until tomorrow, man. Back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, man. Peace out.